Good morning, students. Students, in the previous class, we have completed chapter 4 ratio and proportion. Okay, and I hope you all are maintaining proper notes. Now, today we will learn lesson number 5 linear equations in two variables. Okay, so let us learn what is linear equations in two variables. So, students, today we are going to start lesson number 5 linear equations in two variables. First thing is, what does it mean? Linear means what? Line, right? Then equation. So that equation which represents line is called linear equations. Now here two variables means in your equation you will find two variables. Okay, already you know variable and constants. Variables are basically your alphabets, whereas constants means numbers. Okay, so let me tell you how you can identify whether equation is linear or not. So see the definition. Equation of the form ax plus by plus c equals to 0 is called linear equation in two variables. If a and b not equal to 0, okay, and all abc belongs to real number. Now see the definition. Equations of this form ax plus by plus c equals to 0 are called linear equations in variables x and y if a and b is not 0 and a, b, c are any real numbers except that a and b cannot be 0. Then only you will call that these type of equations are linear equations in two variables. See, in this equation we are having two variables x and y, whereas a, b, c can be any number. It can be fraction, it can be decimal numbers, or even it can be 1 2 3 4 all any number. But remember, your coefficient of x and coefficient of y cannot be 0, except that you can put any of the values of for a, b and c. Then that forms your linear equations in two variables. Okay, understood now? So let me tell you few examples. Suppose our equation is 2x plus 3y minus 9 equals to 0. Now see, in this equation, in place of a we have written 2, in place of b we have written 3, and in place of c you can see minus 9 is there. So this is linear equation in two variables x and y. Here our two variables are x and y, whereas abc you can see 2 3 minus 9. Okay, similarly you can write any other example like 5x minus 2 upon 3y plus 7. So these type of equations are known as linear equations in two variables. Even sometimes you will find x then y and after equal to there may be numbers. So these type of equations are also linear equations in two variables. Here what we did, instead of writing constant term to the left hand side, we have written in the right hand side. So this is also linear equations in two variables. Here also you can put minus 9 to the right hand side so that you will get equal to 9. So basically what is important, you should have two variables x and y. Power of the variables should be 1 and coefficient of x and y cannot be 0. So these three conditions you have to satisfy. First thing is what? You should have two variables, and then the power of the variables should be 1, and also coefficient of variables cannot be 0. So these three conditions you need to satisfy. Okay, so now let us proceed to our first exercise, practice set 5.1. okay, in first exercise, first question is what you have to, by using variables x and y, form any 5 linear equations in 2 variables. So what is your first question? You have to write any 5 linear equations in 2 variables by your own. So suppose I am writing 2x minus y equal to 4. This is one equation. Then you can have a 3x plus 9y equal to 9. Any number you put and form 5 equations by your own. Okay, so this you can write by your own. Suppose I am writing minus x minus 9y equal to 4. You can even have 5x plus 3y equal to minus 9, or even I can write x minus y equal to 4. You can write any 5 equations by your own. This is up to you. Okay, this is very simple. Just write any 5 equations, and students, remember, you can write these numbers to left hand side also. Both are okay. Okay, now we will move to our second question. See, second question in the textbook. Write any 5 solutions of the equation x plus y equal to 7. Okay, so your equation is x plus y equal to 7, and you have to write any 5 solutions for this. Okay, solutions means what? You have to take values of x and y so that this equation is satisfied by that value. Okay, so in this equation you have to choose the values of x and y by your own, and remember, whatever value you are choosing, that should satisfy this equation. Otherwise, whatever you are saying, that will not be the solution of this equation. Now see, your equation is x plus y equals to 7. Now I want to put the values of x and y such that after equal to I should get 7. So let me write this line first. Solution of above equation can be. Now I need to think about value of x and y. Okay, suppose I am taking x value 1. Now see, if I take x value 1, then 1 plus what? You will get 7. So 1 plus, if 6 is there in place of y, you will definitely get 1 plus 6 equal to 7. So in place of x, suppose 1 is there, and in place of y, suppose 6 is there. Then what you will get? 1 plus 6, and you know 1 plus 6 equals to 7. So this is one of the solution. Similarly, if I take x equal to 2, then my y value will be 5, because 2 plus 5 gives you 7. Same way you can write few more, right? Suppose I place x value for 3, then my y value will be 4. If I take x value 4, then y will be 3, because 4 plus 3 gives you 7. Similarly, for x is equal to 5, I will have y equal to 2. Okay, so this was very simple solution. But suppose if I take x is equal to 100, then what will be my y? See, 100 plus something gives you 7. So obviously my y should be minus 93, because 100 minus 93 will give you 7. Okay, so in this way you can find out infinitely many solutions, right? If you take x value 1000, then your y value will be 993. So same way you can form infinitely many solutions, and in this question you need to write only 5 solutions of this equation. Okay, so this was very simple. Only the thing is what? You need to think of values of x and y such that you will get x plus y equals to 7. Okay, so question number 1 and question number 2 was open-ended type, because in these two questions you have infinitely many solutions. and it depends on your mind how you are writing the solution. Okay, now we will start question number 3. So let us see the question number 3. Question number 3 is what? Solve the following sets of simultaneous equations. Now in this question you need to solve those two equations simultaneously. Now students, you can see our first question of question number 3 is x plus y equal to 4. This is our first equation, and then we have second equation 2x minus 5y equal to 1. Now we need to solve these two equations simultaneously to get the answers of x and y. Okay, so first what we will do, we will give the name to the equation. Let us call this equation number 1 and this equation number 2. Okay, now how to solve these two equations? See what I am doing. Concentrate on the solution. First see the coefficients of x here. Here coefficient of x is 1. Okay, in this equation coefficient of x is nothing is there, so that means 1 is there because 1x you know, and here you are having x coefficient 2. Similarly for y, here coefficient of y is 1 and here coefficient of y is minus 5. Okay, so our first step is what? You have to make either coefficient of x same or coefficient of y same. It depends on you. Okay, so if you want to make coefficient of x same, so see here 2 is there, here 1 is there, so you can make easily 1 as 2. How? Multiply this equation by 2 because 2 is there, we want 2 here, so multiply this equation by 2 and you will get coefficient of x same. So what we are going to do, we will multiply this equation by 2 so that our x coefficient becomes same. So our first step is multiplying by 2 in equation 1. Okay, understood why we are multiplying by 2 in equation 1? Because we want to make coefficient of x same. Now we have to multiply by 2 in this equation. So if you multiply by 2 here, you will get 2x, then plus sign is there, and if you multiply by 2 here, you will get 2y equals to, here you know 2 4 ja 8. Okay, call this equation number 3. Understood now why we got 2x 2y 8? Because we have multiplied this equation by 2. So we got our next equation, equation number 3. Now you can see equation 2 and equation 3 have x coefficients same. Both are 2x 2x. Now we will subtract. Why? Because if you subtract, then only 2x minus 2x get cancelled, because you know 2x minus 2x gives you 0. Okay, so we will subtract equation 2 and equation 3, and you can see our third equation is little larger as compared to second equation, so we will subtract second equation from third equation. So subtracting equation 2 from equation 3. Okay, now let us do this. So we are subtracting second equation from 3, so let us write third equation first, because from 3 means third will be written first, and then you will write second equation, that is 2x minus 5y equal to 1. Now students, remember, whenever you are doing subtraction, don't forget to change the sign. So this is plus 2x, it becomes minus 2x. This minus 5y becomes plus 5y. And this plus 1 becomes minus 1. Okay. So sign of the second equations get changed. This 2x becomes minus 2x. This minus 5y becomes plus 5y. And this equal to 1 becomes minus 1. Now see, 2x minus 2x will get cancelled. This is 2y, this is plus 5y, plus 2y plus 5y. So both are positive, so add it. So 5 plus 2 becomes 7y equals to. Now this is 8 minus 1, and you know 8 minus 1 will give you 7. Now in the next step, we want to transfer this 7 to right hand side. So this is multiplication of 7, so it becomes division. So this becomes 7 upon 7. Okay, now if you do cancellation of this, you know 7 1 ja 7, right? So you will get 1 here. So finally you will get y is equal to 1. Okay, so now you have the value of y as 1. Now in the next step, what we will do, we will put the value of y in first equation. Okay, so putting y is equal to 1 in equation 1. Now see, in place of y we will write 1 in this equation. So if you write 1 in place of this y, you will get x plus, in place of y we are writing 1, so x plus 1 equal to 4. Okay, so x plus 1 equal to 4. Now in the next step, transfer this 1 to right hand side. So x is equal to 4 already is there. Now plus 1 becomes minus, and you know 4 minus 1 will give you 3. So finally you got your x and y value, x value 3 and y value 1. So we will write our answer. Therefore x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 1 is your answer, and you will write your answer as, therefore solution is x comma y. What is x value? 3 comma 1. Okay, so in this way we have completed first question of question number 3. Now in the next class we will do few more questions. Till then, you all please revise how I have solved first question and try to understand the concept behind it. Okay, so we will meet in the next class. Okay, thank you.